I show love. So it take a lot of niggas cross me. If I got a problem with a nigga, we beef, and they fucked up.
Yeah.
They fucked up. Cause I was violent. I'm still, violent, but I slide back from it if I can. You know what I'm saying? I leave it alone. I ain't never been a hoe. I don't know how to be one. So it's hard for me to really back away from the situation. So when I'm trying to let that shit go, and motherfuckers want to be too stiff all the time, it go further than what they expected it to go. Ain't gonna never turn out how they wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like you're a retaliator?
I mean, I don't let
initiator or retaliator. Which one?
I ain't gonna initiate it, but I damn sure ain't gonna let that shit slide. It's like I'm not institutionalized. I just like it was. Bang was locked up with a nigga. I mean, I don't let that shit really go too much over a nigga head at all. Like I'm trying to ignore it, but I hear that shit. I'm catching that bitch. You can't throw that pass, and I ain't gonna.
I'm glad you said you about to say you're institutionalized. So, do you feel like your upbringing affected how you grew up?
I don't even know because I bounced around so much my whole life. I can't say if because I stayed with some rich motherfuckers. I got rich motherfuckers in the family, but I ain't never just had no handout ever. My pops got cash. He a hoe. I got love for him because he's pops, but he really a hoe. He got cash. I mean, I don't hate niggas. He ain't ever helped a nigga like that, but if I was just with a rich family, would I have been different? I ain't gonna say I would have been different because I'm from the east side, so I was always going back to the east side. If I would have grew up probably in West State, I don't know. Who knows? I was an athlete like a motherfucker, but I could never stay in sports because, I ain't have parents really like that. My mom died when I was 16. A couple of years later after, a whole bunch of shit done went to shit. So I was on probation, on run. We had a situation where, I had a case against my dad because, he broke my nose when I was younger. My days beat the shit out of nigga. All that, fight me like a nigga in the street. He just, I was bad. And I caused a bunch of problems. He worked out of town. He had his own money. He was trying to start his business. I was a problem. They was trying to lock him up. We got into it. I tried to murk him. I did. God forgive me, but I was tired of my dad's shit. He used to beat my bitch ass. I felt like he could have did it different, but that's why I don't beat my kids, bro. I got kids and I don't beat on my babies. I can talk to them better. I get on their ass, but I don't believe in beating on my kids and hitting them niggas. If you gotta hit them more than 2 times, man, it's 2-3 times. Right? You ain't gotta hit them hard, but we grown at that. I'm saying? It's a way to discipline to where it ain't abuse. Yeah. I explain to my babies too. What I'm saying? And when I get too mad, I break it down. So I'm like, man, I apologize for getting too angry with you or upset. I can do it better next time. Forgive me. But you were wrong, this, that, and the other. Because I know what it's like to be treated like shit. You know what I'm saying? Dogged out. You know what I'm saying?
You feel like
I leave that anger and shit for these street niggas when they start tripping. I don't want it, but I damn sure finish that shit.
Do you feel like having kids kind of made you?
Hell yeah, I know it's like.
Softened you
I don't want
up
them
a
to
little
go through
more?
none of that. I won't say it's something else made me see shit different. I'm smarter about it. I ain't never know what it was like to think about no shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't graduated anything, but I'm very educated, man. I know what's not. You know what I'm saying? Different, right, wrong, all that. You know what I'm saying? I know about. We can talk about almost anything, bro. I'm not stupid. Befuddled to anything. Nothing really confuses me like that. The only thing that's confusing about life is how the next day gonna work.